Hello and welcome or welcome back to Language, Culture and Dr. Lou. And so today let's talk about why do we say son of a gun? And of course, son of a gun, this can be used a couple ways. So before getting into the origins, I just want to talk about what it means. For one, it can be an excited utterance. We use it when we're feeling somewhat surprised or sometimes somewhat annoyed. Oh, son of a gun. Uh, as in, oh, son of a gun, you're right after all. Or even, oh, it's raining cats and dogs. Oh, son of a gun, if we're not happy about it. And so we got, and sorry for the extra idiom in there. And one way that we use it too is sort of as a euphemism uh, when we're especially annoyed by something, saying, "Oh, son of a gun," is a whole lot cleaner than saying, "Oh, son of a B word," you know? So that's another use of it. And in the US, in American usage of this, we often use it as a term of endearment to jokingly or affectionately refer to somebody else. And and that's kind of nice that it's not used as such an insult like "oh, son of a b" would be, right? And so where the heck does the origin of this come from? There's been a couple, well, it's kind of debated, and there's been a couple very off stories about it, things that are not supported by history. For one, some people have guessed that it was feudal knights using this expression because they had all this disdain for these newly invented firearms and for the people who use them. Those would be the sons of guns, right? But I don't think that one's really supported by history. And another falsehood towards where this came from is in American folklore, kind of. There was once upon a time a little short story written as a joke in a magazine, uh, and and it was only meant as a joke because in that story there was a woman who got impregnated by a gunshot into her womb after that bullet had been shot. It went right through the testicles of a soldier and then through there and right into a woman's room. And so she got impregnated by that. And that one has been highly debunked as an origin to that because honestly, it was written as a joke and a lot of the readers didn't get that it was a joke. So they thought that's where the origin comes from. But really it's somewhere in British naval history where we find the origin of this. And for instance, we have a son of a gun is that was going back to the 18th and 19th centuries. We had British naval ships, especially somewhat smaller ships. There were times when the sailors' wives were allowed to accompany them if they went out to spend a long time at sea. And so every once in a while, one of these women would give birth on the ship while they're out at sea and whatnot. And so, why son of a gun? Because the place that where they were supposed to give birth, where they were recommended to give birth, would be on the gun deck, would be literally between the guns on the gun deck. And that's because that place on the ship was more secluded than others. And it would also keep the other decks and the gangway and all that clear, free and clear of people. So, and then once the baby was born, they might actually be cradled between some of the side guns on the ship. And so that's where, yeah, that's where the term son of a gun really comes from. But it gets a little worse. See, the story is if it was all about sailors' wives giving birth. But when were originally it was used just for boys. Now we sort of expanded that definition. But so when was this baby called son of a gun? Most likely was when the paternity of the baby was unknown or unsure. And so that's not really, yeah, that's a little worse than just someone brings their wife on board to have their baby and all that. It's yes, it's just infidelity and all that. And in those cases, if they didn't know who was the real father of the baby, sometimes jokingly in the ship's register, this boy was referred to as a son of a gun. So that's where this term comes from. Women giving birth on on yeah, British naval ships in the 18th and 19th century, and especially when the baby's paternity was unclear, they would be called a son of a gun. Now, I'm really happy that it came to mean something a little less bad, especially in American usage. We use it playfully, jokingly to refer to somebody, and so it's not a bad thing like the other son of a term I talked about in a little bit ago. So there you go. That's why we say son of a gun. And so thank you very much for watching this video. Please do like it. Please do drop a thumbs up on it. And if you'd like to see any more of my content, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way and it's free and easy and I would appreciate it so much. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. And yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to you again in the next video. And so, until then, catch you around next time. Bye bye.